Trigger warning. Tonight's podcast is about adolescent suicide. If you or someone you love is expressing suicidal thoughts, help exists. Please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. I will be adding a complete list of references for suicide prevention and how to discuss suicide with your children in both the show notes for the podcast and the transcript for this podcast, which will be up on my blog tomorrow at www.coachedandloved.com/blog. I'm not sure which one is harder to raise, hell or kids. Just kidding! Raising hell is easy. Hi, this is Coach MK, and this is the Morning Mantra.
Hi, my name is MK Fleming. I'm a run coach based in Denver, Colorado. But this isn't a podcast about running exactly. Don't tell my clients, but we're never really talking about the running. When you know a craptastic event is coming, it helps to have a mantra to keep you centered and focused as you move through it. You don't have to be an athlete to be #coached and loved by Coach MK. And if you are here, then you are #winning at life.
Today's mantra is, where there's life, there's hope. There's hope. I know you guys don't like the scripted mantras, but I had to spend some time preparing this one. One of our own is in crisis tonight, and I would ask if you are the praying kind to keep her and her family in your prayers. If prayers aren't your thing, cool. Please send good vibes her way. And definitely keep an eye on my Coach MK Facebook page in case I put out a call for tangible support in the coming months. FYI, this family isn't the only one of ours in crisis tonight. This is the only one I'm allowed to reference publicly. This afternoon I received a phone call. My phone almost never rings outside of office hours, so when it does, I take it seriously. So PSA, you guys, when someone you know calls you out of the blue, answer your phone unless you are pooping, driving, or are actually on fire. If you have a robocaller blocking app in place and are still so popular you can't get any work done because your phone never stops ringing, I want to hire your PR agent. Let's talk. But seriously, her voice broke as she told me about her son who is not yet a teenager. He tried to take his own life. He survived, but is not yet out of the woods. I asked if she had a support system in place and people that loved her by her side, and she said yes. But I guess I need someone to tell me it's going to be okay. After consulting with several mental health professionals, this is the most appropriate and true response I could muster for you, dear Mama. I don't know that anything is ever going to be okay ever again, that you will ever recapture the sense of calm distraction you were able to enjoy this time last week. What I do know is that adolescent suicide is incredibly complex, and as a society we are getting better at talking about the factors that influence it rather than writing off the person as damaged. Some teens who attempt suicide are mentally ill, but most aren't. This is what makes adolescent suicide so shocking and tragic. If it was totally predictable, it wouldn't be on the rise, and it wouldn't be a crisis. We'd be controlling it. My crisis-driven mantras have a formula: the lifeboat and the tether. The lifeboat is a true, clean data point you can cling to and stay afloat in the dark moments. What this means is I can tell you all day long that you aren't to blame, but without the lifeboat to cling to, a data point you can trust and believe in, then you will drown in that sea of guilt. So here's your life raft. Sometimes there are warning signs of the person's intentions. However, clues may be so disguised that even a trained professional or counselor may not recognize them. Occasionally there are no discernible signs and the child's suicide becomes a catastrophic decision that may never be understood. Your child might not be able to explain what he was thinking for a very long time. Teenagers are moody, with severe emotional swings and overreactions to certain events, and have poor impulse control. Its development is a process. Suicide is often an impulsive event. This is to say, adolescence can look a whole lot like depression, which can look a whole lot like adolescence. This isn't your fault. You didn't miss anything. You are a good mother. There might not have been any signs at all to miss. Besides, you aren't the only adult who encounters your child. If there were signs, everyone missed them. The second part of the mantra is the tether, the thing that keeps you focused, upright, and moving through the immediate aftermath of hospitals and psychiatric holds. The tether keeps you from drifting away aimlessly into the ocean in that life raft. It keeps you connected to me and to this community no matter where you are. There's nowhere you can go, no distance so far that this tether can't bring you back to me when you need me. Here is the tether. Where there's life, there's hope. Your son lived. As long as he is alive, there is a chance for a new beginning. Every day you wake up and he is still alive, there is a chance for better. And the odds are totally in his favor. He has parents who love him, a network of family members that love him and are willing to physically show up to rally around all of you till the storm passes. You and your husband have good jobs, good insurance, and you know how this system works. That final piece is a huge advantage. Don't forget it. One piece of advice, you need to start calling therapists tonight. One for you and your husband together, and one for your other kids. I've used the word crisis a lot in this podcast, and this event absolutely constitutes a crisis. Do not downplay it. There is no such thing as too much support right now. This is the moment where you ask for every ounce of support you can possibly get. You're not expected to be anyone's counselor or to know exactly what to do. Reaching out for professional support is important for your well-being and the well-being of your entire family, especially the boy who lived. The boy who lived. What a beautiful thought. What a beautiful thought in this dark, scary time. For what it's worth, he lived, and there is a reason for that. I have to believe there is a reason for all of the pain that we feel. And I don't believe it's a coincidence that today you needed someone to tell you that everything would be okay, and you chose to call me. What you don't know, what you couldn't have known, is that when I was in 5th grade, I was bullied so badly, so relentlessly, I felt so helpless and so alone, that I impulsively decided to see if death was better. And I lived. And I grew up strong, and I grew up fierce. I've never since so much as contemplated suicide. And I would face much bigger, realer challenges, actual shit, later on. When I called my mother this evening to ask if I was in 5th or 6th grade at the time, she was clearly annoyed that I had woken her up. She'd been sleeping soundly. She hasn't worried about me in years. Everything is okay. If any part of me or my life looks good to you now, stay tethered to the hope that the person you chose to call today has been where your son is now. The road ahead may not yet be clear, but that doesn't mean this pain won't have a purpose. And as long as he is alive, you have hope. I sincerely hope this mantra keeps your hope alive.
You are coached, you are loved, and you are winning at life. And you are definitely winning at life if you subscribe to my Nuzzlenut newsletter, follow me on Facebook, or follow me on Instagram. Feel free to do all three. Brandless was brought to life with the intention of making better stuff accessible and affordable for more people. They have hyper-curated an assortment of non-GMO and totally organic products free from questionable ingredients in categories you care about like food, baby products, cleaning products, and beauty products. Better still, every time you check out at Brandless, they donate a meal to someone facing hunger through their partnership with Feeding America. Right now, my listeners can receive free shipping on orders of $48 or more at Brandless. Go to brandless.com/listen and receive free shipping on orders of $48 or more. Don't wait a second longer. Go to brandless.com/listen and receive free shipping on orders of $48 or more, so you too can enjoy the high quality products you deserve today. It's almost time. My new venture will be rolling out very soon. Check us out, www.fitnessprotection.com. Again, that's www.fitnessprotection.com. Yay!